4.4 million, that's the cost of the American dream. Sadly enough, statistics says that most of you won't reach it. Data shows that the average career income for most falls at least 1 million short of the so-called American dream price tag. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what will. If you understand this strategy, you'll be able to live life on your own terms, retire whenever you want, and build generational wealth that lasts. We have grown our multifamily real estate portfolio to over 300 million in just 6 years. And now all our focus is on doubling down on this strategy to maximize wealth, not just settling for a mediocre life. When you master this, it's like having a license to print money for as long as you want. And at the very end, I'll reveal 2 very powerful levers to take your wealth to the next stratosphere. So, what is the American dream? Today, the American dream isn't just about comfort and stability, it's about financial independence, maintaining an elevated lifestyle, and even legacy building. Yet while wealth may open doors, it also brings a whole new set of financial complexities. According to Investotopia's 2024 report, achieving the full American dream lifestyle, a life filled with family, success, and freedom, now carries a hefty price tag, 4.4 million over a lifetime. And while that figure might seem manageable to those with means, it's not about hitting a number, it's about sustaining that wealth over time. So what makes up the 4.4 million? The first one is retirement, 1.6 million. Even with high income earner, retiring comfortably takes careful planning. Next is vehicle, 811,000, 2 cars over a lifetime, including payments and upkeep. Next is a wedding, 44,000 and one-time expense. Well, you hope it's a one-time expense, right? Some other people have perpetual marriages, like I think of Elizabeth Taylor, for example. Those would cost a little bit more. Then raising 2 kids, including college, 832,000, covering tuition, extracurriculars, and solid start. Next is home ownership, 930,000, mortgage and upkeep for a single family home. Then there's pets, $37,000, lifetime care for 1 dog and 1 cat. You know, we love dogs, so there are gonna be more than just 2, right? The next one is annual vacation, of course, 179,000, 1 trip per year over a lifetime. And finally, funeral. Luckily, this is a one-time expense, 8,500. Even that last chapter costs money. And spoiler alert, this doesn't even include a lavish lifestyle, just a comfortable one. There's nothing about helping extended family, supporting aging parents, or giving back, pursuing passions. Living the American dream adds up to be $4.4 million. The question is, how can you achieve your American dream now and in the future? This is so important and where many people fall short. And the way they fall short is many simply never reach their goal. How do we reach this 4.4 million? Well, I have a game plan right here. The strategy, we call it the Perpetual Wealth Strategy. So what is the Perpetual Wealth Strategy? If a typical career income falls below what it costs to reach your dreams, then try to achieving it by sheer effort alone. Trading time for dollars probably won't get you there. That approach is exhausting, and in most cases, it's just not gonna cut it. Instead, we need to focus on what we call unearned income. Yes, I know it might not sound sexy, but it truly is, because it's income that doesn't depend on your time or effort. Picture it as planting money seeds that are gonna grow into money trees, providing a steady harvest year after year. Why is implementing this strategy so important? It all comes down to the powerful law of investing, also known as compound interest. Your first dollar and every additional dollar invested grows exponentially when combined and invested consistently. Compound is like magic when it comes to building wealth. It helps your money grow faster than you could ever imagine. The challenge? Finding the right investment and returns that will compound and hit your goals. To grow your wealth effectively, we look for 3 main factors. 1, your initial investment. 2, the rate of return. And 3, the duration of the investment. Most people are taught to invest for the long haul, settling for returns like 4.36% in US Treasury bonds or historical 10% average of the S&P 500 over the past 20 years. So guys, are you ready to learn how to make 4.4 million and live the American dream without relying solely on trading your time for dollars? Let me introduce you to a powerful tool, the Rule of 72. The Rule of 72 provides a quick way to estimate how long it would take for your investment to double in value, given a fixed annual rate of return. Simply divide 72 by the annual rate of return as a whole number to determine the approximate number of years needed to investment to double. For example, if you have an investment with an annual rate of return of 3%, it's going to take you 72 divided by 3 equals 24 years for your investment to double. So let's map this out. So you started with $100,000. Year 1 becomes $100,000. 24 years later, it becomes $200,000. 48 years later, $400,000. That is way too slow. I do not want to wait 48 years to make 400K. Now let's consider a scenario where the number actually is reversed. Instead of investments earning 3% annually, what if you earn 24%? In this case, it will only take you 3 years for your investment to double in value. Hallelujah, that sounds way better, right? Let's see how this works. Year 1, 100K. Year 3, 200K. Year 6, 400K. Year 9, $800K. Year 12, $1.6 million. Year 15, $3.2 million. Year 18, $6.4 million. Comparing 3 years to the original 24 years, ask yourself, who wouldn't want to build wealth faster? At this point, I'm expecting everyone to enthusiastically raise their hands in agreement. And if you don't, I'm taking your family away from you. Some of you might be wondering, is it possible to get an average return of 24% per year? Guys, that's the wrong question. Instead, ask if there's anyone already achieving those returns. The answer? Plenty. But of course, every investment carries its own risks and rewards. So make sure that you do your due diligence and consult your professional team to ensure that the strategy aligns with your goals. With the right approach, the American dream doesn't have to stay a dream. It can be a smart strategic reality that's all yours. For a real-life case study, let's take a multifamily apartment complex that we bought in Fort Worth, Texas in 2020 and sold just 20 months later. From this property, our investors made a 150% return on their investment. The average annual return was 90%, more than doubling our rule of 72 example. So again, ask yourself, who can help me get this type of return? Now, a big red disclaimer here, past performances do not guarantee future success. Now that you understand how flipping the rate of return can rapidly double your money, let's explore 2 powerful levers that can take your wealth to the stratosphere. The first is inflation, a force as impactful as a balloon expanding. Rising inflation affects people differently. For our consumers, it's a financial strain, pushing the cost of living higher. Think about the recent past. Inflation spiked close to double digits within a few months, causing prices to soar. For instance, an item costing $3.32 in 2020, like milk, will require $4.40 of purchasing power in 2023. That's a staggering 33% increase. For those relying on fixed income, this kind of jump can be financially challenging. On the other hand, for those who are producers, inflation can actually be an ally. We evenly joke that we love inflation because inflation makes us more money. Why? Because we invest in tangible assets that not only keep up with inflation, but often grows even faster. Take multifamily real estate, for example. Over the past 20 years, multifamily property values have risen faster than inflation, fueled by increasing housing demand, limited supply, and reliable rental income. This dynamic means investors in multifamily properties benefit from both asset appreciation and rental income that adjusts with inflation, protecting against the eroding effects. We embrace it as an opportunity to grow our wealth with assets that naturally gains value. The second powerful lever is taxation. For most people, taxes feel like a heavy burden, taking a big bite of their income. We all want to pay our fair share to support society. However, let's be honest, some tax-funded initiatives don't benefit everyone equally. When given the legal opportunity to reduce taxes, we see it as a responsibility to comply with the government's wishes. Why do I say it's a responsibility? Taxation is a tool that the government uses to incentivize behavior and public policy. For example, tax breaks encourage Americans to grow their families, support green energy, and create affordable housing. By investing in clean, affordable housing, we meet the government's goals, which in turn rewards us with tax benefits. In just 6 years of multifamily apartment investing, we've generated over $90 million plus in bonus depreciation or tax savings, which investors can use to offset their passive income or, if they qualify, even their ordinary income. There you have it. This strategy and the 2 levers can work for everyone. The more you ingrain this into your DNA, understanding that the path to building generational wealth and or achieving your American dream will be much closer and easier than you think. If what you are currently doing is not getting you closer to your goals, then you're likely wasting your time.